everybody, it's Rachel Straight with IGI Life Coaching. And I don't know about you, but maybe you noticed that your parents used words a little differently than you do now, right? So my dad has this little pet peeve, and he'll hear somebody say, "Oh my gosh, we had a ton of fun last weekend." And it just drives him nuts, makes him super pissed off. Why? Because the word fun is a form of weight, right? Can't actually have anything to do with fun, an abstract thing, right? So my whole life, every time I use the word fun, if I don't use it correctly, just drives him nuts. Okay, what's the point? Well, the point is he did teach me through examples like that, that I need to use my words specifically. So I do pay attention. I do hear the use of words and how they don't always make too much sense. So one of the words that we tend to overuse and use maybe inappropriately is the word love, right? Within the same conversation, we can talk about we love hamburgers, right? Hamburgers are great. Oh, I just love this hamburger I had the other day. And I love my kids. All right. So do we actually feel the same way about hamburgers and our kids? Okay, really don't answer because some of you are going to say, yeah, okay. But you get the point, right? Like we love our kids more than we're going to love any food, right? So we use this word in a way that really doesn't mean the same thing, but it's the same word we're using. Okay, where am I going with this? Well, with another set of words that I find people use interchangeably, and maybe we shouldn't, and that's happiness and joy. Easy. People say, oh, I am so unhappy. Today is just a day of just being unhappy. And we don't realize that in that same sentence, we can talk about joy. But joy and happiness are not the same thing. They're used the same interchangeably, right? Um, but are they really the same? I don't believe they are. I have two different ways of using those words. So happiness is based on circumstances. Happiness I can feel in a moment, and in another moment, completely no happiness, right? Circumstances change, happiness gone, shattered. Okay. We base time with people or at work or on a vacation, right? Whether or not we had a lot of fun and think of that as happiness, right? It's circumstantial based on what was going on. Things were good, therefore I have happiness. But joy isn't that same level. Joy is deeper. Joy is based on something bigger than yourself. Joy is based on God. Maybe it's based on the joy of your salvation. Maybe it's based on another eternal value that you have that can't just fly away in a moment's notice. That just because things are hard, uh, traffic was bad, somebody yelled at you at the grocery store, um, you and your spouse are arguing or, button heads for a moment or whatever, right? And now all of a sudden we want to talk about not having joy. But joy should be based on something deeper so that it can't go away just because these circumstances have changed and things are rough today. Maybe our happiness dissipates, and that's pretty easy to go. And then suddenly we have a good moment. We're laughing again. So guess what? We're happy. Yay. Joy should be based on something deep so that no matter what's going on around you, you can stop and you can know that joy still exists within you, not based on the circumstances. It's not based on anything that can just come and go within your day, within your life. So, what are you basing your joy on? I talk frequently about creating a life of joy. And this is why I wanted to clarify because some people feel that you can't have a life of joy because things change, they go up and down, good days, bad days, that kind of thing. But when I'm talking about building a life of joy, I'm talking about a life that truly is centered on something bigger than yourself, so that no matter what's going on in the areas of your life, you can still stop and feel that joy. It's not based on whether money is good, whether the relationships are good, whether, traffic was good. whether your pets behave today. It's based on something larger than yourself that you can always go back to. And that's the kind of joy I want you to find. So I'm just going to ask you today to just give it a little bit of thought. Is your day focused on happiness, or is it focused on a deep joy? Love to hear your comments, want to know your thoughts. Hopefully, this was clear to you what I'm getting at. Our use of words can really determine a lot of things. And if we're putting our focus on our day, thinking that it's all about the happiness, we're going to be disappointed. It's going to change a lot. It's going to move. It's going to be disappointing. But if we can focus on joy, something deeply rooted that can't just be swept away, then we can always go to that place of joy and center ourselves. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if this challenged you at all and what your thoughts are or what your questions are. There's a link below so that you can submit questions or comments. And I would love to hear what you have to think about the difference between happiness and joy. All right, you guys. Until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.